What's up YouTube, this is the Federation here, and I'm back with another Rome 2 battle. This is going to be Mutiplayer versus the Suebi, which is a fairly interesting matchup. At first when I bought the Black Sea Culture Pack I wasn't too impressed with it, but I'm now enjoying it quite a bit. The factions have a little bit more to offer than I first realized. I'm having a lot of fun with I believe it's Cimmeria with the their archers, those step archers that cost only 330 for 150 range, as well as the 40 missile damage, which is awesome. And then Mutiplayer actually has quite a decent roster. It's a good mix of some heavy infantry and then these Mutiplayerian cavalry. Not too many skirmishers, but these Mutiplayerian hoplites are a quite solid unit. And then Colchis is actually one of my new favorite factions. So overall, was it worth $8? Probably not. Is it fun? Yes. But let's see what we can do. He's got a line of round shield swordsmen. So I'm gonna screen with these guys and then pull them back. Just let them take the missile fire from him. And then these levy freemen are doing their job. And I'm gonna catch some of his Germanic scout riders with a nice little volley here, and can just push up these levy freemen through the center. And let's move my second group of cavalry all the way around the back, and my first group of cavalry here to distract his spears. So let's see what he's got for me. He's got two sword masters, it looks like, so let's just screw up that charge as much as possible. And then let's rush up these hoplites. And this should be quite difficult for him to deal with, just wrapping these cavalry around. We will see if that's actually difficult, but that's at least the goal.
The men are wavering.
These guys are wavering quickly, as I kind of expected. So I just need these thorax swords to hold out well, which they are not doing, unfortunately. So I'm going to need to do really well on this flank. So let's do our best to get that going on. I probably brought these cavalry a little bit too far around, but let's go for a nice charge into his spear levy, tie him down. It's what he'll want, the spear on cavalry engagement, but it's also what I want in terms of just being able to hold him back, keep him from taking his spear levy elsewhere in the battle. And the Mutiplayerian cav are actually quite good and might find themselves with some success in that battle. And these levy freemen are doing better than I could have hoped, getting some nice damage in.
One of our
So
units
now
has used all its ammunition.
take some back charges, and this should be quite effective. Right here, he's also getting some of his own back charges in on me, but that shouldn't be too huge of a deal, and now this cavalry unit's done his job and I can disengage. So let's make sure we get those longbow hunters, and then we're going to do a quick pull through. And it looks like these guys have done their job holding in the center here. These levy freemen have been absolutely excellent, and these thorax swords, after that initial charge, did quite a bit of damage, are starting to steady a little bit. Let's raise the banner. I used that at a terrible time. Didn't quite get the guys in the range of influence. Oh well, let's hope that doesn't come back to make me regret it. And if he's going to charge in here, that's fine with me. I'm going to trap him. And I've made a couple more micro mistakes here, but let's pull out while we still can. And I am going to catch him here. He will be stuck. And then these fights are just kind of continuing to grind on. Let's actually throw those guys in like that and pick up a back charge here. And we're going to pick up a back charge here as well. Let's keep my Hippaeus Lancers moving. His general's in a sword master. Let's try to hit at that a little more. This is going pretty decently right now. Once I wrap up this round shield swordsman, I can come around the back of this fight here. And I'm actually going to dispatch one of my units to start doing that now, while the other two finish off the fight. Take this guy out of formation attack. Hopefully make that process go a little bit quicker. Let's actually stay in here, finish that off. And let's get a nice back charge with Epeius Lancers. Should be quite effective, as long as I keep these guys out of the way so they don't interrupt the charge. And here we go. Charge gets interrupted a little bit, but most of the effect will still take place. And that should spell bad news for the Swordmasters, wavering at 84 men. Quite interesting to see for a unit with morale as high as that. And now I have a whole bunch of free units that I can use to start doing some pretty good damage to my opponent. This one's going to come out for formation attack.
This is a shameful display.
And these Spear Levy are getting into the back of my Axe Warriors. Not a huge worry since Spear Levy do so little damage, but still not something I want. And these Massilian Hoplites have done quite well. Let's chase off that Round Shield Swordsman. Don't want it coming back. And these units can all come over now. Their job is done on that left flank. So yeah, these Spear Levy picking up a few kills here and there. Most of the damage they're doing though is the morale effect, so I'm going to turn around so that I'm fighting frontally. Might hopefully stabilize the morale here, and indeed it does, since they're no longer being attacked from this side. And with that, that should be the battle. Went quite well. So good game to my opponent, Captain Merca. Costly victory in the end. Let's just take a quick look at battle statistics. So these Massilian Cav are quite good for only 500 talents. They pack a pretty big punch. Their low armor means that they get shot up pretty easily by missiles, but once they're engaged, they do really well. If you compare their stats to a Citizen Cav, I think they should cost about the same as a Citizen Cav, maybe a little more. They're absolutely excellent for hammer and anvils. Highly recommend them. Axe Warriors did pretty decently. These Massilian Hoplites really just picked up a bunch of kills, and their stats really don't look that great, but something about them that they always seem to do really well for me. They beat Chosen Swordsmen, as you can see from, I believe it's my last video when I was playing as the Arverni against Massilia, and that's what first got me interested in Massilia, and testing them out. So these are quite an effective unit. I need to take a look at them a little bit more, put them in a few more situations, but I'm really liking them. So yeah, my opponent's Swordmasters didn't quite get the number of kills they would have needed to. Surprised to not see Wolf Warriors. He must not have the Beasts of War DLC. These Riders of the Hunt just really aren't a strong enough cav unit for the cost. As you can see here, I think he even got some back charges with them. Or maybe they got tied up elsewhere. But yeah, these Levy Freemen picking up a bunch of kills on his Germanic scouts. Just a little bit of them as micro. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I will see you all next time.